and that darkness remained. It remained for what felt like weeks. In that absence of reality, you had a long time to think about what led to this. It was never about the red bandana, not even about respect. It was about war, and in war, there are decisions, and decisions lead to mistakes. And mistakes have repercussions, no matter how severe. Who is to say that the bombs weren't dropped over a material good? If history is told correct, we know they were. Maybe not a bandana, but funny enough, something far less significant. Something that couldn't even survive the nuclear fallout. Money. Paper. Printed and created by man. Greed. Envy. Wrath. Pride. The sins of our father's children. Those children that you showed the light. Were those your mistakes? Had you become a glutton for the atonement of their sins? Fallen victim to a contamination that nurtured the hyperfixation of holy redemption? One thing we know about war: it will always exist. If there are worlds beyond this one, they will have it too. Whether it be a bandana, power, money, freedom, war. War never changes. You thought like this, in that darkness of your own mind, like I said, for what felt like weeks. And in that abyss that never claimed you, the only sparkle of hope were the hallucinations of silver spirals, the same glimmers that you saw on Rot's Nest as Vic's grapple stopped Valentine from putting a bullet in your head. But eventually, you could see. And you're in a hospital room. Your entire body is in pain. Your neck is stiffer than ever. And trying to open lips that don't exist. On your bedside, the familiarous face of Dr. Francine G. You're awake. How about that? Just take it easy, Bishop. It'll take a while for you to get your bearings. I'd hoped that you didn't mind, but I had to root around in your brain to make this all possible. She'll look up to the monitor behind you. That pain that you're feeling, it's phantom. Soon enough you'll learn how to use your new voice, and if our recent findings prove well, you may walk again one day. Looks as though your oral programs are receiving. Believe it or not, that means hearing. It's the labium and the larynx for your lips and your voice, but I digress. I'd like to get to know you better, but I suppose since I'm the one with the functioning labium and larynx that you should get to know me first. I'll only complicate the conversation with Latin roots one more time. I'm Dr. Francine Genossi. Genossi is the Latin root for world. It could be the earth, its air, its water, or the fiery core that keeps it going. I know that you know Eddie Winter. He would have been my father-in-law, but my fiancée was in China when the bombs were dropped. We'll call that a secret, and that can stay between us. I never liked him, but he's the reason that I found a place in the vault. He may also be the reason that I never fell victim to the vault's overseer's experiments. And despite all the panic that he spread throughout the wasteland, he was brilliant. I mean, his sins could extend humanity indefinitely. A few days ago, we located some of his work. His plan was to live on the moon. Without any need for oxygen, the creations would have been fine, but what I found, and she'll pull out a holotape, well, this would suggest that he began sending organics into space. Sort of a throw at the wall and see what sticks. Each organism he had spliced in with his DNA, but none of them survived the harsh atmosphere. None of them but the one recorded on this tape. A plasmoid, he named it. And she'll tuck that holotape away. We'll talk about this more when you can. We'll also talk about what's next for you. Right now, you're just a brain inside of a Bacta capsule. And what you're seeing is a digital, recreated version of what your eyes would, but you don't have any eyes. I've been trying to replicate Winter's instruction, and I've struck out repeatedly. I've sent your friend Jack to the launch site from that holotape in hopes that there will be something that will explain what I'm missing. Hopefully, I'll create something for you. And from there, we'll learn more of your connection to the Silver Shroud, and maybe the digital space that the power originates from. Rest, Bishop. We'll walk the lonesome road together. See you further on. She leaves the room. And again, you are left with only your mind.